I wanted to make a quick video about the Garmin Fenix 7X and my Garmin experience. I started using Garmin about 3 years ago. Before that, I used mainly Sunto outdoor watches. My main use for watches are hunting and outdoor sports like rucking and some running, but mainly hunting. That's my main focus when I use sport watches. Because digital sport watches will give you a little bit more data on maybe your activity, your routes, and mainly a little bit navigation. Of course, navigating on a watch, it's not great compared to a GPS or a bigger map on a phone. But technologies fail, and it's always nice to have redundancies. So, like my Sunto Core, it actually saved me once going down from a mountain because I didn't have a map. I'd managed to delete the route on my GPS, but I had uploaded my route to my watch, so I could use the watch to navigate the trail, even though we couldn't see the marked trail. So I think smartwatches do have a place when it comes to like hunting and outdoorsman stuff. So back to Garmin. For the last 3 years, I started with the Garmin Fenix 7. I was quite happy with it, but I wanted a little bit more longer battery life, so I switched to to the Instinct 2X Tactical, and I used that for about 2 years, a little bit more actually, and was very happy with it because it had awesome battery life, and you can plot down GPS spots if you want to mark. Let's say you shoot an animal, you want to mark the spot so you can find it back. You want to know where you had your last shot or something. Awesome, just push. You can do it on this as well. Just hold it in and it will mark your location. Awesome features. I use it a lot. And then you can get that into your Garmin app or Explore app. But when you use that for some time, works really really well. But the Instinct does has a very distinct look to it. So if you're in the military or you're a policeman or a service member of any kind, the watch will fly right in. It will dress you and look nice. But when you then have to take on a suit or you're traveling in civilians, it will stick a little bit out. It's not very much business casual friendly, I would say. So that's why I thought, okay, I'm gonna try the Garmin Tactics 7. Tactics 7 Pro actually. I was quite happy with it as well, worked fine. It has the same sensors as the 2X Pro and the regular Fenix 7. Didn't have any problems with it. Maybe the one I got, since I got it on the second-hand market, I wasn't very happy with the battery life. I thought it drained a little bit more battery life, even though it was a 51 millimeter. It drained a lot of battery compared to the Instinct, of course, but also to the regular Fenix 7. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try a little bit newer version, the Fenix 7 Pro, because the Tactics Pro, it's supposed to be almost the same watch, but for some reason it didn't come like with the new sensor. And I also think the battery is better on the Fenix Pro series than the Tactics Pro for some reason. Maybe it's just my experience or my not yeah my incident, but I don't know. So the Fenix 7X Pro, great watch. I've been using it for about a couple of months now, maybe 3 months actually. Been training with it, going outdoors, checking the maps, testing it with the dog tracker. Works great. I think this is the most bang for the buck watch you can get because of the feature set you get this to compared to the Fenix 8. Because the Fenix 8, I was looking at it, but the price didn't justify the feature set, since you can get almost the same with the same sensor, just a little bit more, for my sake, a familiar UI, because I used the regular 7 and I used the Instinct, and the UI is quite comparable, because I guess it's the same operating system, so it's easy to use and to make your folders and make your UI how you want it. But the Tactics 8 or the Fenix 8, the prices didn't justify the feature set, especially when you can get this watch for almost half of the price of the new Instinct. The new Instinct 3 and Instinct 3 Tactical, it's about, I guess, 450 euros, around there. And for that price, around 300 euros to 400 euros, you can get this one used. And it has, again, you do have the great features with the maps, better touchscreen, or you haven't touchscreen, you don't have that on the Instinct. Battery life with the MIP, it's great. So compared to the 8, it wasn't worth it. But I think the Fenix 7 Pro is. So mainly the MIP display, I like it because you get much more battery life, and you can actually charge this watch with solar. But to charge it, you have to turn it off and put it in the sun. But if you want to just maintain the battery life, you can keep it on, keep it in the sun, and the battery will extend. The only thing to get the screen a little bit brighter, so you can maybe get a little bit better visuals, is you have to turn off the automatic light adjustment, and you will get a little bit more crisper display. You have to go into your menu, system, screen, and turn or general use, and then turn off the automatic backlight, because with that on, it will dim a little bit more. Turn that off, put your lighting where you want it, and yeah, much crisper display. So that little adjustment makes the display much better, I think, for my eyes. And also, I like with the touchscreen, you can dress it up a little bit more than the Instinct, because the Instinct will stick out as a traveler's watch. It's not that business casual friendly. But this one, you can actually just get a pair of off-brand leather straps. Don't get the Garmin ones, because they are way too expensive. And then you can actually dress it up a little bit as a semi-tactical, but a little bit more Apple Watchy. And it fits in when you're traveling a lot better. So I think the value of the Pro series, with the 7 Pro series, it's too good that makes the 8 not that great. So don't get the 8, get a used 7 Pro, and then wait for like the Fenix 9 or 10, because I think this one will last you a long time. The only thing I can see, this watch is probably it was released in 23, and this one is a couple of years old already. And you can see, even though after a couple of years use, it's quite pristine. There are no big dents or marks on it, no like wear on buttons. It's quite quite crisp. But you can see on the bezel, you will get a little bit of not chipping, but wear on the DLC bezel here. But it's not that much. It's actually noticeable when you wear it or use it, only if you study it. On the flashlight, I do like the Tactics flashlight better, the green light, but the red works fine. And the battery life, especially the X series, which is 51 millimeters, it's great. And no complaints. You can use this for about 20 days without any sweat. And then I have a lot of sensors on as well as the heart rate, and yeah. So my final thoughts on the Fenix 7 Pro. I think it's a great upgrade from the Instinct I used. Even though the Instinct had even better battery life, you can use that for 50 days without charging. And then you have heart rate on, you can use your GPS. But if you want to use it with like a GPS system to track like hunts and dogs, this one is a little bit quicker. The map, since you get the map, you can get a little bit more sense of distance if you're linking your watch to your GPS. And the processor is quite faster as well, especially when you're finishing up your run or training or activity. It will almost instantly like give you a summary. But on the Instinct, if you run from 30 minutes and above, it will take you some seconds before it will actually like download your data and upload it to your app. But with the processor on the 7 Pro, no delay almost. It's quite fast. And also the syncing between like GPS systems and the watch is much faster than the Instinct. So that's why I think for hunting and training or outdoorsy stuff, of course maybe the Fenix 8 is a great watch, but again it's quite expensive. If you want to use our 1,000 euros for a watch, get this one for 1/3 of the price. And yeah, until the Garmin comes with like a real inReach, like I use the inReach on this one. This has the inReach subscription, but if you can get that on the watch, the Fenix 8 has some kind of inReach, but it's not a real inReach. I would definitely get that one since I hunt in the mountains, and yeah, for safety, that type of inReach would be great. I do love redundancies, so if something breaks down, you do have a backup.